Malinkyaputta sat in meditation in the forest. He had heard the instructions of the Buddha and tried to follow them as best he could. Sitting cross-legged, he contemplated the disintegration of bodies and the fickleness of thoughts. But nagging concerns kept running through his mind. There was still much Malinkyaputta did not understand and the Buddha did not explain. How old is this world we live in? He wondered aloud. Was it created at one point in time, or was it always simply there? And what is the nature of this enlightenment we have been seeking? What would happen to an enlightened person after he or she will eventually die? Malinkyaputta could not sit still any longer. He rose from his mat and hastened to the dwelling place of the Buddha. If you do not know the answers to my questions, he demanded, the honest thing to do would be to admit it. If that is the case, I have no use for your training and I will go seek a better teacher. The Buddha kept his silence for a long while. Finally, he began to speak. Let me tell you a story, Malinkyaputta, he said. Imagine a man who has been struck with a poisoned arrow. Surely, he was in great pain. The poison blurred his thoughts. His wife rushed him to the doctor. But the dazed man would not let the doctor operate. Before you take out this arrow, I need to know who shot it, he demanded. Was he a tall man or a short one? Was he blonde or dark-haired? Where was he from? What was his occupation? Why did he shoot me? And the arrow, was it new or old? Was it made from wood or iron? And from what kind of bird was the feather at its end? Malinkyaputta, said the Buddha, as you can imagine, this man would die from his wound before he would be able to find out the answers to these questions. Malinkyaputta, your concerns are similar to those of the injured man. Answering them would not help you. I have explained what needs to be done in order to stop suffering. You must hurry and free yourself from suffering. Malinkyaputta hustled back to his seat in the forest. He sat cross-legged. The sun was still up. I can still put in a few more hours of meditation before sleep, he thought.